Wow, have we got a lot to unpack this week. Abby and John, obsessed. They're like a Disney couple, like, just love them. Becca and Bailey, I'm really enjoying them. I feel like they're very genuine people separately, and then I think they're a very genuine couple. So I'm really rooting for them, really hoping they're still going, and I think their communication's really good as well, and they're really sort of working through any problems they've got, which I like seeing. Reese is really growing on me as well, and I think Reese and Leisha and Leo and Lee are really good examples of actually how hard this experiment is, where you're really having to learn about each other very early, and you're having to really learn about communication styles and what goes well. Similar with Grace and Ashley, like what jokes are landing, what jokes aren't in their relationship. Nothing is landing well at all. Some couples are really progressing and really starting to learn about each other and really starting to figure out what the other one needs and progressing forward, and we love to see it. However, someone who is not taking advantage of the experiment is Joe, who is just in and out, dipping about. He keeps getting these really dramatic EastEnders car slam door moments, which are quite entertaining, but what's the guy doing? Obviously he's had a death in the family, which is awful, and we don't wish that on anybody, so I do hope he's okay kind of navigating that. However, I do think Joe is giving the nation a very valuable lesson here in how to love bomb a woman, and I actually really feel for Maeve watching this. I do think we need to remember that these two were actually matched really badly at the beginning, and I think we've all forgotten that they were never going to work. I don't think he ever loved her. I think he just said it, and I think he needs to man up and put her out of her misery and just say, listen, I don't want to be in this anymore, instead of like breadcrumbing her and keeping her holding on to a little bit of potential. I think the bad boy trying to change himself has kind of just slipped back to his old patterns, which is a shame, and I'm getting a little bit bored of him just like popping in and out, like you're in or you're out, mate. And Maeve, I think it's time to go see your child and call it a day, which is really sad because I think deep down everyone kind of really wanted these two to prove everyone wrong, but I think we've just got a classic love bomb situation here and don't think it's going to get any better. Right, we then have Julia-Ruth and Divarni, and again, these two are just, ugh. The retreat is giving me pure PTSD. Julia-Ruth, like, fair play, because it's almost like you watched my season and thought, do you know what, touching someone's shoe and having someone openly flirt with you and you pretend to hold their hand back isn't enough for me. I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to tell everyone that I really fancy someone else's husband and I actually want to actively pursue him. I think Divarni is obviously obsessed with her, really likes her, and she's obviously playing some sort of little game with him there. The women, well, the whole group actually needs some credit here, because this is the way that I think you deal with conflict, as opposed to my season where all the girls were swearing at me, screaming at me, and Nelly is being really respectful even though she's angry and she's hurt, which is fair. She is still coming for Julia-Ruth with a level of respect. And now it's time for a dinner party on the retreat, and they are never that fun. So here's to the drama, and I think we're all going to be surprised at what happens over the next few weeks.